You know, there's a lot of crazy and scary tech in Star Trek, but are transporters the scariest? Hey Trekkies, Christian Fox here with another video for you. Today, I want to talk about crazy and scary tech in Star Trek. Now, as you know, there's a lot of crazy tech in Star Trek and tech that's potentially scary. The holodeck comes to mind because of how realistic its programs can be and the potential for users to get trapped in or even killed in it. Phaser and photon torpedoes also come to mind because of how destructive they can be. But what about transporters? Are they the scariest? Well, let's talk. Transporters, as you probably know, are used to move people or objects from one place to another almost instantaneously. Basically, they convert matter into energy and then back into matter. This, we are told, is the safest way to travel. This, of course, is when it's working perfectly and there aren't any external forces causing problems. But we know from hundreds of episodes of Star Trek that when a transporter isn't working properly, things go a little awry. It can transport you to another dimension, it can create an evil and passive version of you, it can create a perfect copy of you, it can merge you with someone else, it can make you believe that you're in a reality where you're disappearing, and yes, it can kill you. So yeah, this is pretty scary. I don't really want to use a device that can accidentally copy me or merge me with someone else. Of course, you might say, Chris, transporters don't fail all the time. 99% of the time, they actually work properly. And I'd say yes, you're right. It does work 99% of the time. But let's unpack what actually happens. When the transporter is working perfectly, it literally breaks you down molecule by molecule, meaning that you do not exist anymore as a physical being until you rematerialize. Can you imagine not existing for that period of time? It's wild. Thankfully, most users in Trek don't feel it happening, except for Gillian Taylor in Star Trek IV, who had a massive freakout as the beam was engaged, or Emery Erickson, the father of the transporter. In the Enterprise episode Daedalus, Erickson recalls feeling his early transporter pulling his atoms apart. That, combined with the amount of time it took him to rematerialize, freaked him out so much that he got hammered. Granted, this was an early transporter, but still. And that's not even mentioning the whole does the transporter actually kill you and then turn you into a copy debate. So this is all to say that yes, the transporter, which is 100% fictional, is definitely the scariest piece of tech in Trek. But you know what's not scary? Watching more of my videos.